Hey guys, Mr. Ree here. Today we're taking a look at a very funny, very silly, and honestly quite powerful Psyker build, Brain Burst Psyker, or Head Pop Psyker, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be giving the enemies a headache, more like a deadache, am I right guys? Like and subscribe for that awesome pun. Please don't unsubscribe, please guys, I'm almost at 40,000, I need this. So let's start here guys with the weapons. This build is incredibly weapon independent. In fact, I just rolled into the first game with just these two weapons thinking this would kind of work out. In the footage you'll see I'm using these two here, but I actually have a slightly different recommendation. The melee weapon I think I would recommend here is one of two things. I would recommend either the Devil's Claw sword, like this. The Devil's Claw is going to be really good because a lot of times the enemies that are annoying to us is just a bunch of horde, and they tend to be magically drawn to attack us when we're brain bursting faraway targets. I have no idea what the AI is like how it detects it, but it'll like teleport these little poxwalkers to try and attack you in the back while you're doing it. Freaking annoying, so this is a good weapon for that. Or you can use a Blaze Force greatsword like this one right here, which is obviously very good at dispatching a ton of the tiny poxwalkers very quickly. Then you won't have to worry about wasting your precious brain bursts or precious time on getting rid of all that horde. But if you're tired of using this one, check out the Devil's Claw, it's gonna be kind of fun. For the staff, I was using the Electrokinetic Force staff. In any sense, the real use for the staff is to stack the damage taken debuff on bosses so they can take extra damage from Brain Pop, as you'll see in the footage. So all you have to do is left click spam them up to 5 times, and then for the next 10 seconds they take a bunch of extra damage. You can do this with any staff. So for that reason, honestly, I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it, but of course the Inferno staff is just going to be the best here because you can stack the Soul Blaze, and also this is going to get rid of hordes for us. No problem, right? You probably already have one of these if you've been playing Psyker because it's just the best. So yeah, just grab this and left click on the boss 5 times and then go to town with your Brain Burst. You don't have to use it for 90% of the game. Then we'll come down here and do our Curios. The most important thing on the Curios is you definitely want to have combat ability regeneration. That is a very valuable talent here because it's going to make certain that we have a much quicker cast on the Brain Burst. Other than that, do some toughness, do some extra toughness, do some revive speed for allies. Let's come over here to the talent tree, and we're going to go up here on this left side with Soul Stealer and Quietude, and then Perilous Combustion. This talent right here, incredibly powerful. It's going to spread that Soul Blaze, so if you head pop an elite, it'll spread that Soul Blaze to nearby enemies, and if another one happens to be an elite, it'll put that Soul Blaze onto them, and if they get killed, it'll jump those Soul Blazes to someone else. This in combination with this talent down here underneath Brain Rupture, which is called Kinetic Flare, is really impactful because Soul Blaze, each tick of Soul Blaze can trigger Kinetic Flare. So if you head pop an elite and there's another elite next to it, what it'll do is it'll jump Soul Blaze from that one elite you just killed instantly to the next one over, and then that will trigger this Kinetic Flare on that elite on the first tick of the Soul Blaze. So you'll effectively kill 2 elites next to each other. This Kinetic Flare also can trigger on Brain Pop. If it's not enough damage on the first pop to kill the target, it'll add in, and this will allow you to insta-kill things like mutants and reapers and bulwarks, which is great. Kinetic Resonance is the bread and butter of the build. By using your combat ability, you gain a 75% faster charge and 50% less peril for 10 seconds, which means we need to be using our combat ability very frequently. And that is why we wanted that cooldown reduction up there in the Curios. We're going to come down here and take Soul Drinker. This is just going to work well because we've got this Soul Blaze here. Again, if you're using the Flame Staff, extra value there. I was using it on this silly sword I was running, but honestly, let's go ahead and change that up right now. I'll make this the build. There you go. That's the build I want you to go with. And then Soul Drinker, yeah, just some extra toughness over time. There's nothing else here that's super valuable for us, but Empiric Shock here is incredibly valuable because it boosts the damage that is taken from warp damage, which includes head pop, to targets that are hit by our left click on our staff for 10 seconds, which is a long time. It's a lot of brain bursts. So we just left click the boss 5 times and then we start brain bursting. You'll see I do a crap ton of boss damage in the game. Come down here and grab a Seer's Presence, which is our cooldown reduction aura because we definitely need more cooldown. We'll take Psychonetic's aura because we definitely need more cooldown. We'll take one with the warp here for some damage reduction, and we'll take Anticipation because one thing we can do while we're channeling our brain burst is dodge, and so having a longer dodge is actually quite valuable for us. This will keep us on the evasive while we're just dropping Brain Burst after Brain Burst on enemies. Then we are going to come over here on the left and grab Venting Shriek. Now there is an argument to be made for Scryer's Gaze, but the reason that I did not choose Scryer's Gaze is because this ability can last a long time and it only goes on cooldown when it ends. So if you assume a 10-second operative effect for this ability, then you're still waiting 25 seconds after the fact to get your cooldown back, and that is quite a long time in comparison to the Venting Shriek, which immediately goes on that 30-second cooldown, which is of course reduced by 22% between our Seer's Presence and our Curios, and that means we're ending up with only about 24 seconds, which is going to start ticking down immediately upon venting. And this also helps to keep our peril low because of Becalming Eruption, and of course it drops 50% peril. It staggers enemies, which is great because just a moment's of pause is all you need for some enemies just to cast a Brain Burst on them and kill them, and it also applies Creeping Flames, which is excellent at erasing hordes and dealing some lingering damage, and those lingering flames can also proc our kinetic flare, so just brain bursting in the general direction of a horde might pick up a kill on an elite for free. We'll come down here and we'll grab Puppet Master. Increasing the radius of our coherency aura increases the radius at which we can buff our allies with this, but also more importantly, it gives us more cooldown back because our allies might be picking up elite kills, but we are not. Then we'll come over here and grab Vulnerable Minds and Warp Rider, and we'll come straight down here for Empowered Psionics. And what Empowered Psionics is doing for us here is every time we have a stack of our Empowered Psionics charge, we will get a free Brain Rupture that has a 50% cast time reduction and does an extra 50% damage. And that is quite good because sometimes you won't have the ability from Venting Shriek, right? You won't have this up here going, Kinetic Resonance. So your Brain Burst will be super slow if you both don't have this and don't have this. But if you have, you know, both of these in the same build, most times your cast is going to be quite quick. You'll have one or the other or both, in which case you're very, firing on all cylinders there. We're going to come straight down and take Psychic Leeching here. The one weakness that the build does have is because you spend a little while here, you know, dancing around, generating the charge for the Brain Burst, you aren't generating peril during that usually, so this can help to top that off. Plus, it's going to give some toughness to our allies in coherency. Then Overpowering Souls, as I said before, killing elites is really the name of the game with this build, so you see a pack of gunners and you just start going boom, 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 vent, boom, 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 and knocking them all out, and it feels amazing. And then we'll grab Charged Up here because we can stack up multiple kills on elites because they will get killed by something like Kinetic Flare, they'll get killed by Perilous Combustion, and this will mean that we get more free charges of Empowered Psionics to use on non-elite targets. And obviously every time you kill an elite with an Empowered Psionics charge, you're just going to get one charge back, and so it's an infinite loop. And there you go, guys. So it's a very fun build. It's like a different set of skills because you don't actually melee anything or really interact with the game in the normal way. I kind of like it. Let me know if you do in the comments, and I hope you enjoy. my god, that fucking fire is lingering. Oh, fuck.
Justice administered! Requesting backup!
Doesn't look very comfy down there.
Put him in, no choice! Lisa! You'll have justice, sibling! Enemies in dead cover! Red shoot grenade! Cover is down! Seems to be hysterical! Neutralize the bomber!
Taxi head cops flavor!
Contact is empty! I can only hope to reach the threat in time! The bomber is dead! I'm with the Iberian! Curfew sanctioned! Calling the wall! Excessive force authorized! Sanctions! Initiating crowd control! Right back! Abomination neutralized! I think no level. Unprofessional, artificial, Emperor's mercy administered. This task calls for training and discipline. Respectfully, I believe our party lacks both. Reaching into the wall! Worthy of a one-shot impulsor! I confess, you are more tolerant of swagger than I'm
GG.